Alright, my little one Jen and I, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be on our bikes, aren't we, babe? Huh? We got our bikes, and we're gonna give our first shot at the 3rd Battle Winchester trails, aren't we? Jenna got a birthday, that's a birthday gift, so she's been riding about every day. But we're here at 3rd Battle Winchester, and I'm not gonna read the signs. Y'all wanna read it, I'll hold it long enough, you can freeze it and read it, but I don't live too far from here. Pivotal battle, this is the last big battle of Winchester. After this, the Union pretty much ruled the valley. They rolled from here to Bell Grove and Fisher's Hill, and after that, it's pretty much Confederates are out of the valley. So, and that hunting spot that I got coming up, I ain't gonna say where, but it's right on the edge of this battlefield. So, hopefully, we'll get to it eventually. And this is the last sign, and I'm going to show you the park map really quick. This is the last one. So it looks like we got to stay on to the gravel surfaces, which is no big deal. Jen's this is the first year she's been off training wheels, so I'm not going to be doing any heavy trail biking, but this is the last sign, and this is where we're heading. It's a beautiful piece of property. Here's another sign. Touring the 3rd Battle Winchester. This is the battlefield map, one of them. And you are here. Hackwood, you can't see it, but the Hackwood house, which was pivotal, is over that way. It became a field hospital at the middle of the war and the end of the war, but pretty pivotal. I know part of this trail was a Boy Scout Eagle project. I'm not sure how much. I wouldn't think he did all this. If he did, more power to him, because that'd be a huge project. But we're not far into it. But this is some of the land we're looking at, and it's beautiful out here, isn't it, babe? And there's a picket fence they didn't install that time. It would have been a cattle fence. There's some cattle in the field next to us, but somebody put up a nice fence, picket rail fence. And it goes down a ways here. That's what they call zigzag. When we did the cemetery in Milburn, that's a style fence we used there, pretty close to it. No nails or anything, it's just loose laid, and they work pretty good. Alright, this is the 3rd Battle Winchester, our first sign since the parking lot. Confederate Horse Artillery. Of course, the date was September 19th, 11 to 12:30 p.m., 2nd phase of the battle. Mainly Sheridan against Early. And right now we are here. The Hackwood house is on the other side of the trees. To the right of the Hackwood house is that way. Alright, there's a sign. Like I said, you can freeze frame it and read it if you want. I take it it's all in frame. I can't see because it's so bright. Alright guys, later. This one's called Fording Redbud Run. And I'm just going to review it. Beautiful down through here. That's to the west, southwest. That's a little bridge that's here. I'll show you to the northeast. That's to the northeast. Alright, this is our first glimpse at the Hackwood house. You can see it through the trees there. It was pivotal for the battle. It's kind of like the center point. Midday, it became a field hospital off behind that little shed back here in the front yard, and probably the house as well. I had a friend that lived here for several years. He lives down the road from us right now. Actually, not far. He lives probably within a half mile here now. But back in the day, before all this got protected, he actually got the metal detecting here. You got a beautiful ID badge off to the left of that barn. There's a rock ledge. I've seen it before, it's just immaculate. But this 3rd Battle Winchester, the Hackwood house. I think this is a picture. Not right after, actually. James E. Taylor took it, I think it was right after the battle. And you can read it as before. I'm not going to read the information. And there's the battle map. But beautiful piece of property. We're heading up that way next, just south of the house. And we just came up a little ridge there, didn't we, babe? Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Confederate defense. That picture there was a picture by James E. Taylor at the Hackwood House just after the battle, I believe. He then went downtown and interviewed a lot of the wounded officers and stuff and got details of the battle. His book's a really good book. It's called James E. Taylor in the Shenandoah. I think it's Sheridan in the Shenandoah Valley. It's a pretty big book. It's a blue binder. I got it at home. I might show it later. Alright guys. You guys are metal detecting or just out adventuring. This is the kind of stuff you want to look for. These look like mulberry trees. A few other things. That's quite common on the old roadbeds. This is an old roadbed for sure right here, going straight to the Hackwood House. It's right in behind it. My daughter's there. It's a nice little shady spot. How you doing? And this trail, I believe, leads behind, if you're familiar with the area. Millbrook High School is going to be that way. And that's where we're headed. I'm not going to take my daughter through the long ride. She's being pooped already. It's a little hot today, to be honest. It's like they got an orchard set up here, or getting ready to. But this trail is pretty cool, shady trail. It looks like the old roadbed. And it'd been nice to detect this when they graded it out. But this is all protected battlefield now. It's I think owned by the 3rd Winchester Battlefield Foundation or something like that. But that's it. This is called Hackwood Lane. I believe this is original pike. 81 is right on the other side of that tree line. I believe this is original pike, and it kind of crossed over just south of the house, which is that way. Just off the left, the road actually crossed over 81 and went back towards on the Valley Pike into Winchester. So this is probably a well-used road at one time or another. Alright, I'll take you along with the ride for a little bit. We're in a nice shaded area. I missed a couple signs. I think it was 12 and 13. I didn't realize they were numbered. My daughter didn't want to stop, so we're moving on. This is probably the area called the Woods. I think it was the first woods and the second woods. The woods, I think, was some of the bloodiest battle. Huh? Two trails, go left. Right pike goes by the guy's house in Millbrook. No, that's not a regular trail. We gotta go right. That's just going into the field. Bike route. Yes, stay on trail. We gotta go this way. Right there it is. See it? I keep my eye open for deer. I'm sure they're out in the field. It's beautiful through here, man. Never been back here before. This place used to be all off limits, and the last 2 or 3 years they built this trail, and now everybody gets to enjoy it. There's been a lot of people out here walking and biking that we passed already on Memorial Day. Alright. I'll do some more filming because this trail is just freaking awesome. It's beautiful back here. We ought to be coming up on Red Bud Run again. It's probably going to be another bridge. We just kind of made a big D-loop. And we're on the south side of the creek right now, which is pivotal to the battle. A lot of the stalling was evolved around the creek. And ridges, you can't tell right now because everything's grown up, but the ridges that were running in between held up everybody. And actually, if you come into town on 50 East, where the waterworks sewer plant's at, that was where the beginning of what they called the Berryville Gorge. And what was so weird about this battle is the fact that the caissons and the supply depot came in first, which usually they're the last. And what happened was it bottlenecked all the infantry coming in behind. It became a big bottleneck. Berryville Gorge is kind of says itself, it was a gorge. If the Confederates are smart, they would align each side of that ridge and just capture the entire army, but they didn't. But so they came up through the gorge. And what was funny was most of the recruits that were coming in, a lot of them were serving guard duty in DC, and they were new recruits. And one of the blunders of the war was their field hospital was right there where the waterworks is, and a lot of the soldiers were coming into battle being bottlenecked at the gorge. We're looking at the field hospitals there from casualties already forming early in the battle, and there was already piles of arms and legs, and these new recruits coming into battle seeing that, so it kind of stirred things up quite a bit. Sheridan, about midday, came in to about where Farm Family's at and where there was an artillery brigade for the Confederates. And in reality, his men there, he actually had a parrot shell or shankle shell, I can't remember which, laying right beside him, and made a quote something like "the God let it be" or something to that effect. It's in James E. Taylor's book, but he had a shell laying right beside of him and his horse. It didn't go off, and they kind of rallied his men from that point on. And needless to say, we lost that battle. We were truly outnumbered though, about 2 to 1, maybe almost 3 to 1 on the Confederate side. So typical of every battle they fought. We got some choices here. I'm not sure. I think we're going to stay on the main trail here on the right. All right, this is actually marker number 11, so we've been coming in the reverse order of the markers. I missed 14 and 15, I believe it is. So here's a picture. It says a typical Civil War camp. There's no known existing image of Camp Averill. Camp Averill. Let's see if I can pan through this for you. I apologize, I couldn't see the screen before. I probably didn't get all the inscriptions on the previous ones, but I'll try to get this one in at least. Y'all can pause it and read it if you want to. First Woods. Remember I was telling you about First Woods? There was First Woods and Second Woods. It's like Camp Averill. We were right here, so Camp Averill is in the woods right here to our left. I'm sorry, down there to the left. To be very honest, that spot I got coming up to go hunting on, I will say is, there's a building or something there. It's in that direction, so it's not far from here, but it's right on the outside edge of this battlefield. Maybe we'll get lucky. It's part of Camp Averill. I don't know. I don't know how big the camp was. I should know. I live here, but I just don't. Can't know everything. There's too much that went on around Winchester. But we're still in a beautiful part. Past people we met in the parking lot. So we're about the halfway point, I think. Alright, we thought we were coming back on the same trail, but I didn't take a picture, but Millbrook High School is just behind us, about 200 yards. And we're making the south side loop right now. My daughter's just behind me, and you can see the urban sprawl part of the battlefield, and that's why they've been trying to take care of what's left. Winchester, this is a pretty good amount of saved property. This is prime property, I would say, in my lifetime. It wasn't 20 years ago, but it is now. But get a chance to come to Winchester, Hackwood House. It's on the north end of town, right where 81 intersects Route 11. You take a right, you'll see about four gray markers on the right where a family got killed about 3 or 4 years ago in a car wreck. It's pretty tragic. You take it right there, cross the road tracks, and go about another half mile to the Hackwood House, and there's a parking area right there, and it gives you access to all this. Alright guys, I'll quit yakking. There's a nice thistle. If you like thistles, it's getting ready to bloom. Beautiful back here, birds are chirping. We've had a fair amount of rain this year, as you can see. It's off limits to metal detecting and all that stuff, but there's plenty of guys in the past that are in here. Some good stuff came out of here. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Middle field, bloodiest encounter in the Shenandoah Valley. There's the map. Like I said, I'm not going to read it. I'll pass it over. Y'all can pause if you want to. Keep going. I'll catch up to you. Again, there's Hackwood Lane. Hackwood House is just on the other side of the woods. Route 81 is that way. We just came back from there, the woods. Millbrook High School's over there. Some of the open fields and woods are down there. And we're heading back that way, back north, the northwest corner. Alright, be beautiful property, as I said before. If you get a chance to come, we're almost finished, so that's probably the last entry. We're right back to where we were pretty much at the beginning. There's a split rail fence. We'll go up there and take a right back to the parking lot, and we'll be done. There's my daughter. She's a little tired. First big outing on a bike, but beautiful day. And we're going swimming next, so I'll see you guys. Hope you enjoyed. And if you got a bike or you like hiking and you're in the area, stop in. It's a great place to go. A lot of people out here today. Happy Memorial Day. And thanks to all the vets who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. Later.